The 10th and last part of this series, for me, embodies what is revenue management about, and this is strategy. Everything we learned so far will come to place when we talk about strategy. Let's look again at the same week. We still have our hotel of 50 rooms, and we have also have access to the forecast. So now we ask ourselves, how are we going to optimize the revenue for this week? Well, it's going to start by compartmenting the days. So let's take a couple of examples. We first will look at our Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Now, why are we pairing them together? Well, because they are both midweek and they are both with a forecast to be full. For that kind of day, we say that the demand is higher than capacity, meaning more guests want to stay in our hotel than we have rooms available. For more details on demand, please refer to lesson 4. So in this situation, we will ask ourselves a few questions. What price should we sell our hotel at? Which rate our guests are willing to accept? Which rate code should we close? For example, do we close any discounted rate? Should we set restriction to help other nights, as we have seen in part 5? So all those questions helps us to set the strategy for specifically those 2 days. Now let's look at another example. I put together Monday and Thursday. There again, they are both midweek, and the forecast is quite similar, 45 rooms and 40 rooms, but out of 50, which means that we're not full. So here, we don't have a demand sufficient to be full. So how can we maximize revenue? What price should we sell? Considering that we have a good demand, but not enough to be full. What can we do to actually stimulate more demand? Should we play with our pricing? Once again, these 2 days are quite different from what we saw with Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So they need to be treated differently and therefore with a different strategy. So you can see here that for 1 week, we can already set 2 different strategies. So here comes the golden rule number 10 at the end of our 10th lesson. And this is that revenue management helps to decide on the commercial decision and that the strategy needs to be broken down for each day in order to maximize revenue.